Experience tranquility.
Good evening, Trankers. Welcome to the Beat Drop. That one was for you, Dunzo. I am Ski Free Yeti. Joining me tonight is my co-host Specs, making his Beat Drop debut. Welcome, Specs.
Oh, thank you. Glad to be here. Going to be just as toxic here as on the Iris. So be ready for it.
If we did it any other way, we'd be disappointed. So, joining us tonight, we have our first Transcendence tier team on the Beat Drop. And it's a team we all know very well if you're a longtime member of the Tranquility community. That's right. It is Season 1 champion and, I guess OD playoff team as well. Legit T3 team, really? Like, is that, we're just going to go all the way? That's Havoc, everybody. We'll let them go ahead and introduce themselves.
Okay, I'm Dunzo. I'm the main tank for Havoc, and I like long walks on the beach.
Great hugger.
I'm a big fan of hugs, and yeah, it's pretty much me.
Hey, I'm Kumo. I'm a main supporter. I've rung for Havoc a couple of times. I hate this game. I quit it because I hate this game.
Hi, my name is Nerdables. You should know me. I'm the captain. I'm an aspiring Overwatch pro and K-pop boy band idol. So make sure you all remember my name.
First question, Nerdables. What do you think is more likely to happen?
I think both can happen at the same time if I try really hard.
That's hot. Go Felson.
Okay. Hey, I'm Velzen, aka Kevin. I play Valorant 4 hours a day and haven't touched Overwatch in 2 weeks. And we're still clapping. So let's go.
Tell by your Echo gameplay. It's okay.
Alright. What's up, guys? I'm Voltage. I also enjoy long walks on the beach with Dunzo, and I play hit skin.
All right, welcome Havoc. All right, Havoc is a team with a lot of history, yet a lot of new faces. I guess I'll turn first to the first question. I got to go to Nerdables on this one since you were the OG founder here.
Okay.
So just kind of tell me about the formation of this team. How did the whole thing get started? And
Oh man. Okay. Very first Havoc started off as like a plat or diamond or something, and really it was just me wanting to play a competitive first-person shooter with just like in my first team environment, because I found it really fun. And even though I was like plat or whatever, I still wanted to do it. And so I just got together a bunch of my high school friends and we put together a team. And then I put like a looking for scrim posts on Reddit one day, because we had to find a gold scrim, and it was like my first time, so I went straight to Reddit. And Cav messaged me about there being like a tournament or a league or something for like our exact SR. So he was like, "You guys should totally come join our league," and I was like, "Yeah, we should." And that's how Havoc started.
You were the third or second or third team to join, right? You were one of the first.
Yeah, we were really early.
Right, you were one of the first OGs. Like it was like you guys, Harmony and Chaos, and Potatoes. I think. Like,
I remember aimbots being there.
Yeah,
Fish
Aimbot's
sticks.
too.
Don't forget the fish sticks.
Never forget the fish sticks.
Yeah.
Now, Dunzo. Or sorry, I'm gonna follow up question here. Now, Dunzo, you knew Nerdables. You guys are friends. Like,
I was one of the high school friends.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Go ahead, Specs.
Yeah. So 4th team announced. After the fish sticks, potatoes, and harmony and chaos. Very good look. Kind of follow up question on that. How has this kind of transitioned, your friendship more into, an online fashion? And obviously you, Dunzo, and Jackson have kind of been around from the beginning. How has that kind of helped out everything in the long run?
How's it helped out everything?
I mean, how has it grown? How's the friendship grown and gone from
there? Obviously Overwatch wasn't for all of our high school friends, so that didn't stay around forever. But I think eventually, as we played more in the league, we got really invested into it and really invested into Overwatch. So eventually, I think I remember after our first season 1 win, I think it was like Kevin who messaged me about joining an OD team.
Yeah.
Was that after first season?
Wait, was it? I thought it was after second season. I might be wrong.
I don't
remember.
remember.
About Ascension, that was between season 1 and season 2.
Something like that.
I don't remember.
They all run together at this point.
It was somewhere in there, and it really after our first season 1 win, most of our friends kind of like faded out and quit playing Overwatch, but everybody else that did stay, like me, Dunzo, and Courage, I think we all eventually all of us like ended up playing in OD on the same team, even though that was like kind of a separate occasion. Like when Kevin messaged me about joining OD, he like only messaged me about it. So eventually that team, like, it went from like the main tank was like Cryptic Force, and then it turned into Fate, and then it turned into Dunzo. And then I think we made Ascension, and then we had Slade as our off tank, and then eventually Slade quit Overwatch, so Courage came into play, and then that's how we all like it came back like full circle. And yeah, that's kind of how it progressed for that. And then eventually, as Ascension played, we had a lot of fun and we did a lot of stuff together. But eventually, it just turned into everybody having kind of like their own goals and ideals, and we wanted to push even harder for OD and playoffs and things like that. So that turned into me, Kevin, and Dunzo remaking New Havoc, and that's where we are today.
So I have to ask here. I got to go to Voltage first because you've been around a little bit longer than Kumo. So Voltage, you joined the team for OD purposes for this past season 1 of 2020 OD, right? That was when you first joined?
Yes.
Okay. So I guess how'd you guys connect? Was it just kind of a tryout, just kind of worked out? Or?
We both have a mutual friend named Jan.
I will deliver.
Oh, everybody
known as I will deliver.
Yeah. I will deliver.
I will deliver myself to the spawn room. Sorry, I just
AKA Koi Fish OW.
We both had a mutual friend, and he was also involved in another community that I was a part of. And he said, "Hey, my friend is looking to put together a team, and he needs a hit scan." And this is when I was like first transitioning from a Genji one trick to a hit scan. So this is when I was, like low masters Genji to high elo Widow, kind of weird. But he said that he has a mutual friend, and he said hit him up. So I did, and we're here now. So it went pretty well.
Go ahead, Bex.
Yeah. Kind of obviously you guys a lot of success in the first season of OD. What was that run like, and playing in open division playoffs? How did that kind of feel, and how did the competition kind of compare to what you were normally used to facing?
Max, you want to answer that question?
Rephrase the question.
Am I getting a sentence?
Open division playoffs. How were they? How'd it go?
Open division playoffs. Okay, so we went into open division playoffs after thinking that we weren't going to make it.
Very true.
By the grace of God, we made it, and we figured out that the first team that we were going to be playing against was Phase 2,
Never heard of them.
Actual contenders,
which was
team.
a contenders team. Although their roster was weird, we didn't really know what to expect. So we went into that match thinking that it would be winnable, and for some of it, it seemed like it was. But then,
The first map was pretty winnable.
First map was pretty winnable, and then we got hard rolled the second map, and then the map after that, and then we went into losers brackets, and
And it was all downhill from there.
it was a tragedy.
I think Phase 2 picked up like almost half of what was it, Harrisburg?
Yeah, they picked up half.
Yeah, they picked up like half their roster. I don't remember who else played in that though, but I remember it was like basically another OD team. Getting into playoffs though, it was kind of surprising. We were just kind of like we already had like 2 losses and like a really, really bad
Map win ratio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we really didn't have expectations of making it, but we were still trying to play hard and just kind of try to win out like every weekend. And I think we got kind of lucky with our matchups for the last couple weeks, and they were all pretty winnable. But it definitely took like a lot of work going into.
Didn't we make it on like a 3-2 really close win?
Yeah, like our last
It was against
couple matchups.
Sosic, wasn't it?
Yeah,
I think that was
against-
actually the weekend
So-
before the.
It was either
before the
Turbulence or
last.
Sosic,
It was
wasn't it?
Turbulence
it
that
was-
we had the toughest time with.
both.
Yeah.
Actual
Yeah.
legit like top end OD teams right there for the record. If
Yeah.
you don't know.
Well, wasn't it like Sosic was the one we went 3-2 against, and then Turbulence wasn't that hard?
It was
No,
like
it was the other way
3-1.
around.
I think.
Oh,
Yeah.
was it?
Yeah,
Okay.
3-1 against Sosic and 3-2
Okay,
against
okay.
Turbulence. But yeah, we actually like went into those last few weeks like hard studying and practicing.
I've never had a captain assign me homework before.
Yeah, we had like a couple weeks of presentations that season, and
He brought in
Um,
ringers for homework. HQC and I
I
were
spent,
there
like-
doing homework to help them
Yeah.
out. With,
I spent like hours watching Owl because it like just started. So it was like week 1 and 2 of Owl that happened during and before OD playoffs. So I was watching a lot of his VODs, and it really helped out for that. But I think that was pretty much it. I can't remember anything else that happened.
It was
I think we
awesome.
covered all of
blur.
it.
It was
a lot. That
It was a hell of a run. It certainly
Yeah.
certainly was really
First
cool.
try for me, like actually running an OD too, and I think for you guys as well. Like, I honestly didn't believe to make it that far first try.
So I got a question here, and it goes to the newest member of Havoc, and that's Kumo. Brand new to the squad, basically. Past 2 weeks. So you're kind of coming in. You came in at the end of Havoc's OD run, season 2 here, and then or season 2 of 2020. God, I hate the way they name those seasons. It drives me. Anyways, my vent session. I'm sorry. So I guess my question is, what led you to Havoc? How'd you get involved? And I guess kind of what's the goals like for you now here as part of the team?
Well, I first came to know Havoc because I met Jason or Nerdables through a mutual friend as well, because he's trialing for a team I was also trialing for at the time. And then just later on down the road, because that team later ended up disbanding. Later on down the road, I ended up talking to Jason again about Havoc. And at first, I came in to watch them as like a trial coach kind of thing, or like trying to figure out what I wanted to do, what I watched still. So I came in and like watched the game, tried to coach them. I'm not the best at it, so it was like whatever kind of thing. And then I just rung a couple of games with them and just kind of played in the tournament with them
Kind of just stuck
one.
around.
Yeah, I just kind of butt buddied after a little bit. My goals for Overwatch, since you asked that, I don't know. I took a break and I've decided, like, I've been debating if I want to come back or not.
Mhm.
So that's still on the fence.
And you're here now.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Now, Jason, you're known throughout the community not only as a top tier player, probably the best player in the community of all time. Not to pat your back a little bit there, but also,
Keep talking.
but also,
Easy
yeah.
there, killer.
but also probably is known as the best coach throughout the community. And obviously, the founding basis of Trank was to kind of have a community there to get better and to kind of grow as a player. What kind of advice? I mean, obviously, there's a lot of advice for players and how to really get better. What kind of advice do you have for coaches that are trying to, help out lower elo players and trying to kind of pay it back to the community?
That's a hard one because I've also had my experience trying to coach other Trank teams, and I have to admit it's a lot more difficult than you'd think. If you're a good coach or anything like that, coaching low elo really is more about helping players individually than it really is about team comps and team strats and practicing and just getting down those strats, because really anything that's like masters and below, it's not a lot about team synergy. That's the problem. It's really just about players not understanding the game as well as better players. So at least it's in my opinion and experience that you find a lot more success if you try to help players individually. And if you are trying to coach any team in the league, you should always try to not look at just comps and stuff, because that I don't think that ever really helps out too much. You just kind of play whatever they're comfortable on, and you help them improve as players more than you help them as improve as a team, So if you help the team improve as players, then you'll inherently they'll all improve as teammates. But just looking at strats and stuff, I don't see a lot of success with that, or I didn't. So that's probably my best advice I can give. I don't know.
Oh, that's great. That's great. I guess just a general question for you guys. So let's face it. Havoc came into this community, especially this season, and you guys have been the favorites pretty much from the moment Nerdables said yes they were playing. Now, obviously, talking to you guys in the past, a lot of it's just kind of like, well, this is just kind of a fun scrim night for us in a lot of ways, and everything like that. And now, obviously, still you kind of remain, the favorites. And I guess my question is like, you guys are an amazing team. Like, where what made you decide to even want to come back? Because you've already given so much to the community just as a coach, as a champion, all especially, between Nerdables, Dunzo, and Velzen, three of you are Hall of Famers. I mean, not to toot your horns or anything like that, but damn. So I guess what kind of made you desire to come back and give it one more run?
I think for most of us, at least for us three that were already in the community, we all know how much fun it is being a part of just a place where a lot of people and a lot of people know you. And when you run tournaments and OD and stuff, people know you, but you don't really you're not really associated with each other, and everyone's just kind of I don't know, they're mostly just random people and play with somewhat often, I guess. But in Trank, it's like a actual community where people interact with each other and just have fun, and they they like to compete, and everybody is involved with each other. I don't know, that's at least what I can say for myself. I don't know about the other guys.
Yeah, I mean, I mostly agree. It was
Yeah,
mainly about just having fun, and I guess the community being fun in general.
I really like just seeing what people get mad
Great.
I
Yeah,
respect
so yeah, love that. So because this is a podcast I'm on, of course I'm going to make it about me for a little bit here.
Perfect.
I don't know if you guys have seen the most recent transactions in the Transcendence tier. Second chance picking up arguably the greatest Havoc alumni of all time in Courage, along with the HQC. How scared are you to face them in the finals, and how scared are you that you're going to get 4-0'd in the finals?
I'm sorry, I fell asleep. What?
Who?
Fair point. I probably won't be on the team by that time. Good point.
I hope it happens. That would be so fun.
I'll be a surprise one.
Me and
That'd be-
HGC have already signed an agreement. We will be trading 360 shatters for clips.
All right. So noob hunter or bust? Gotcha.
All right.
So I guess my one little, I got kind of one more question here before we wrap up. So, obviously I think a lot's been talked about with, the team, season 2 of 2020 OD didn't yield the same results, and I guess the future of the team, things are changing. I know Yumitra Travis has moved on to other opportunities. Things are obviously changing for the team. I guess the future for Havoc is different. Do you want to go into that at all, or?
We're dead.
We're dead. It's
We're all
over,
dead.
man.
Kevin wants to talk about it.
Game over, man.
Well, I said what I said.
He's a few words, but he gets the point across.
I mean, yeah, we can talk about it. We can. I guess everybody can kind of answer this question because Havoc will be disbanding. The current roster will be disbanding after this drink season is over.
Yeah, like I said.
It's over, man.
So I guess I guess I'll kind of talk about what I'm doing, and then everybody else wants to go. But yeah, I will actually be giving up playing Overwatch competitively as a player, which is, I don't think I've said anything about that to a lot of people. So this will be like the first time that I've like actually announced it. But yeah, I'm basically pretty much retiring as a player, and
get the twit longers ready, boys.
it's all for good reason. I don't hate the
Valorant
game,
opportunities.
and it's not because of any other game, but
Hates the game. Hates the
He hates all of them.
He just signed with T1 for Valorant. I mean,
Yes.
but I'll still I still really do enjoy playing Overwatch competitively. So maybe I'll be around the ring and stuff. But mostly I'm going to be trying out coaching for a bit. So I'm looking for kind of coaching opportunities. Not head coaching, just kind of like a strategist or analyst, something more along those lines. And yeah, I mean, I'll still be around for Overwatch. Just I just don't want to be playing competitively and going on that grind anymore.
So what he's saying is he wants to work under me as my assistant coach.
what about the rest of you guys? Obviously, with Havoc everybody kind of going in new directions here. What's the future holding for you guys?
I'll let Max go first.
Wow, thank you so
Yeah,
much.
we'll just go from the top down.
Yeah, let's just do top down. I think that makes most sense.
Yeah.
Personally, I'm probably not going to be playing Overwatch competitively, like on a team anymore. I still enjoy Overwatch, but I don't know. I don't really have the same drive to play competitively currently. I don't know. Maybe I'll help somebody coach team as like a tank coach or something, but
we have a whole
Havoc has turned into a coaching staff.
so like I coached Meteors for one season, and I wasn't really a coach, but everyone thought I was, like, outside of Meteors.
Honestly, great coach.
He had the role.
I gave like 3 VOD reviews to HQC. He hit GM though, so all I'm saying is my
Carried
methods
him.
work.
The biggest carry.
But yeah, that's pretty much me. I don't know. Maybe I gotta find a new game.
Well, there's this new game that came out. I don't know if you've heard about it. It's called Animal Crossing.
Kind of bad
Yeah,
game.
but he's a main tank.
Sorry.
I'm main tank.
Like, come on.
Go
I'm
ahead.
not sure if you ever.
Go ahead.
Uh, It's as I said
Sorry,
earlier, like, right, where it's like I just kind of quit the game at one point, and so I don't know what I want to do now. Jason and I have had conversations about coaching, and he's like tried to like make me think about being a head coach more, and or try to like step up into that position. So maybe that'll be the future. If not, then I've thought about coming back as a player. What?
It should be.
I've thought about coming back as a player because I really do enjoy Overwatch, and I quit mostly because I just wasn't satisfied with myself as a player. So maybe I could change that and come back, or come back as a coach and have Jason be my. Can I cuss on here? Right?
No.
I mean,
No.
you can say the big swears. That's okay.
I was gonna say
Oh,
Jason's.
I'd
be my
prefer if you
bitch.
didn't.
Oh,
Yeah.
censor the bitch word. Yes.
Yes, the bitch word is fine. Get your D colons in chat, everybody.
No.
Oh, just said that.
All right.
I have to go to the confession booth
So
now.
what's the future hold? What's the future hold for you, Vels? And I know your game sense is a topic of discussion, but sorry, what? I just had to make
Okay.
one.
Well, for now, I'm kind of taking a break in a sense. I'm not stopping. Like I'm not. I'm gonna keep playing Overwatch, but probably won't be anything nearly as serious as OD playoffs Havoc, which so what we scrim like 3 times a week for. It was like
It was
For the last 3 weeks, we haven't scrimmed once.
Well, okay, so for OD playoffs, we scrimmed
What are you
like
talking about?
5 days a
You
week.
scrim every Wednesday.
Or no, we
Okay.
scrimmed like 6 days a week for OD. I feel like, and
That's a
then
lie.
did we? I feel like that was
no,
for
it
1
was like
week.
right before playoffs. Yeah, for like a week or two we did. But we were on like a 3 to 4 weeks scrim schedule, and then yeah.
Wednesday was Velsen's first time touching Echo. That's
Yes, that
It
was
was
the first
very
time I
apparent.
played it.
Very apparent.
Watching
up.
him.
All you kids talking shit about my Echo, just you wait.
Graduated top of his class.
You can't transform to a Valorant hero. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but to reiterate, taking a not quitting Overwatch, taking a slight break in the sense that I'm not playing as seriously. Haven't scrimmed in 3 weeks. Played Valorant every day. We'll come back with a new fire eventually.
So resurrecting gravity. Nice, good job. All right.
Yep.
All right, voltage.
For me, I still want to play the game competitively. Like today, I just had a tryout for Turbulence's revamp
Oh wow,
on their team.
very cool.
Yeah. As of like an hour ago, I was also put on a Valorant team. So I don't know which way I'm going right now. I do enjoy Overwatch a lot still, but I also enjoy Valorant. So I'm just trying to see where things take me right now.
The opportunities are coming your way, is what you're saying.
Overwatch
Yeah.
2, baby.
It's always the honeymoon phase when new games, though.
That's true. That's true.
Look at Apex.
Guys, we have to extend this interview so we can watch the reverse sweep happen.
Yes,
on
we should.
stream.
I just want to get to the part where you almost blew Eichenwald. That's what I want to get to. Because-
What? No, that was all calculated.
Calculated? I don't know
Yeah.
about that.
Giving them false
You needed to
hope.
rely
False
on
hope.
damage.
the
False
Dunzo
hope.
freaking miracle wrecking ball, like somehow managing to solve
the
the point
miracle
Oh,
boop
the one that got
for the
pinned.
C9.
Yeah, like somehow managing to pull that off and get that C9. Yeah,
Wasn't
that-
a
It gave them
miracle.
all false hope.
yeah, that's what that was. All right, no, so we're gonna hop into something a little different here. We kind of been doing the Q&A for a bit. We're gonna do a bit of a word association game before we go much further here. So basically, I'll say a word or phrase or something like that, something related to Trank, something related to the game, something related to specs. You know, something like that.
Trash. I mean, sorry,
yes.
I didn't know
Yes.
we didn't.
No,
start yet.
yeah, we hadn't started yet. I'm sorry, Voltage.
Peony.
All right, so basically, I'll say something. We'll go down the list, and you guys just like I said, word or phrase in response to whatever I'm saying. So,
Okay.
we'll start with. Let's start with Houston in-laws.
Who?
Oh,
I said top to bottom Voltage. I know you want to just jump right in.
Sorry.
Done so.
What's up? You want me to say a word?
Houston in-laws.
Tragic.
Kumo.
Wait. Am I responding to the word tragic?
No. Houston in-laws. Yeah.
What are they doing?
That's not a word.
That's not a
And
word.
I'll take it. I'll accept phrases.
fantastic.
I
A word or phrase?
I accept phrases. That's a phrase.
Okay.
All right, go ahead, Nerdable.
Confusion.
Felson.
Meme.
We already got you, Voltage. We're good.
I can give another one.
Oh, go. Let's hear it.
Overhyped.
Oh, okay.
There has to be hype for someone to be overhyped.
God,
Okay, moving on.
Specs trying to defend the full old squad a little bit.
Next chat
That's
logs,
great.
you have to know.
All right. Let's get another one in. Let's do gravity.
Like the force that's putting us down on Earth.
Yes, Dunzo. That gravity. Definitely not the Tranquility team.
Pepperoni. I don't know. This is the first one that came to
Let him be.
mind.
He's hungry. Let him be.
Somebody get this man some pizza.
Bro, I don't know.
Kumo probably doesn't know. So Kumo,
Who? Yeah.
Nerdables,
Second place.
Velzen.
Friendship.
That's fair. That's wholesome. I can respect it.
May I add a second word in the reference to Jason?
Oh.
Bitch.
Voltage.
I guess it has to be forgetful.
All right.
Yeah.
Now
To
applies
chime
to
in on
Voltage
this,
as well.
to chime in on this real quickly, there's a nice link there in the chat. If you would like to see Velzen get shattered by my Reinhardt and rolled.
It specs one moment. It's just like how I still hold on to that one time I beat
holding on
Orsted
to
in a
it.
Widow
He's gonna
duel.
There's
watch it
one,
forever.
like,
It's
There's
literally
one clip.
like there's my one moment that I ever succeeded in Overwatch, and I have nothing else going for me.
Specs holding on to the one moment from 6 years ago.
So this game was uploaded to YouTube on March 4th, 2019. So it's within a year and a month or so. So we're good.
I mean, honestly, on my freaking gravestone, they're gonna write about that Orsted 1v1. I swear. All right. Anyways, okay, let's do another one. We got two more here. Let's do wrap it up.
Shameful.
What?
She doesn't know either.
Yeah, she doesn't know. She's been on the team for 2 weeks. This is just like I'm just throwing the shit at her. All right, go ahead, Nerdables.
Obsessive.
Ooh.
The true.
Weirdos.
Velzen. I'm sorry, Voltage.
Can I second weirdos?
Yes, definitely.
Okay.
Double down on it.
Definitely. I have DMs. I can second weirdos. Trust me.
Make it known.
All right, and then the last one before we continue on. I think this one's a good one for all of you, especially the longtime members of Tranquility. Let's do Orsted.
Handsome.
I don't know what you said.
Derek / Orsted.
What's the first? Yeah, that makes sense. That one makes
that's
sense.
fair. All right.
Cutie.
Velvet.
Built like a god.
Man is Jack. We'll give him credit.
Voltage.
I'm gonna have to go with who again?
He'll be clapping you in the finals, buddy. Don't worry.
God damn,
Ooh.
Specs. Specs, you've been on second chance for like 5 days. Let's
Okay, so it's been 2 days, and then there was an extended time for a while before this.
Yeah,
so it's
no one remembers that though.
Wait, they think you're making it to finals with you on their team?
Yeah. I mean, do you see who can carry me on that team? Come on.
No, I don't actually.
Well, I mean, the rest of the tiers in that.
You
so it's
can't,
fine.
Specs. You can't see them anyways because you're too busy back in the spawn room. Does doesn't really matter anyways.
okay.
So.
Too much
Right.
dead weight.
Yeah, no, accurate.
Trust me, if there's any player who knows anything about being dead weight on a team, he's right here.
No,
So,
it's me.
all right, so that is the end of that. Specs, you have a little thing as well.
Oh, of course. So obviously, I'm quite famous on the internet and on Twitter for my hot takes
For your Valorant key giveaways.
My Valorant key giveaways, which they occurred. Sorry for everyone who didn't enter. But hot takes are kind of my thing. Obviously, you guys are at the top. You've been at the top for a while, so it's nice to kind of hear a hot take from the top of the pyramid here. Just kind of going down the line. Want a hot take from each one of you about Tranquility and how the season's going to end here.
All right. So we just go from top down?
Yep,
Yeah.
top down.
Go for it.
People take us too seriously.
Is that a hot take?
How's that a hot
People
take?
take.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I guess it's a little cold.
Did you hear your comms last night? You guys don't take yourself seriously.
No. They take us too seriously.
I mean, did you see the
Okay.
team we're against?
Yeah, fair
Like
point.
countless times we watch back the VOD of other teams who play us, and it's like full try hard. They got their sweatbands on. They got a towel next to their mouse. Like,
I
and
have a
it's
towel
just
next
us
to my mouth. You're
goofing around. I don't need to know about that. Just
He
that's
gets really into it. He
it's a
starts
different
following.
topic. But
Oh, wait.
yeah, I think people take it a little too seriously.
Acceptable.
No one can ever have a true win over us because they come back and look at our comms and oh boy.
It's 90% yelling at Kevin, and then
And then
10% nonsense.
10% asking Ruby why she's on Roadhog.
It's either Roadhog or Ball with there now.
Spinning around the entire time. Jeez.
We're still working on that one.
I don't think she wants to, man.
We're gonna practice that one in our monthly scrim.
No scrims at all. What do you mean? Can my hot take be just Havoc needs to be put into their place and just get off their pedestal? Because everyone holds them to a pedestal, and it's funny. And I think people, if they actually just took it seriously, like they are, that someone could actually beat them because they're memeing too much.
No, it's not. It's
Well,
not
are you not on this team?
I don't know, dude.
Sound kind of like a hater. You wouldn't be hating, right?
Add another one to the list. God damn.
Especially in Vendetta against Nerdables, bro.
What?
Fair, I think. Yeah, that's fair.
Honestly, fair.
Yeah.
One of the most unlikable people.
True.
No
So
one's had a
Why
good
does
thing to say
everybody
about
hate me?
The worst I've
So
ever heard.
dislikable.
Nerdables is a mess.
Re-listen to the first half of this podcast. If you're ever feeling down.
I guess. What is my hot take? I don't know if it's technically a hot take, but I bet whenever we make it to finals, which isn't a hot take, but that's not the part I'm talking about. I think if you whenever that is streamed, I bet that the Wrap It Up weirdos will be in there hating on us for no reason again.
I had to ban two of them in the Tranquility chat today. So
Stop being freaks, man.
Just got to be weird, you know?
You gotta be a fucking creature, man.
Yeah, Bells.
Okay. We will never scrim again. We'll make it to finals. And then Wrap It Up will return from the grave in 4.
Wrap It Up is the new Havoc.
Their obsession just
God.
brought them back.
Wow. May God have mercy on all
They're
of our
so
souls.
obsessed they rep the Havoc name.
yeah,
Oh, God.
you can't
They
beat them.
take the
Join 'em.
branding and everything. It's
Yeah.
all theirs now.
No, it's our icon just flipped.
Invert it.
For those of you who are watching the stream right now, by the way, you just saw the hilarious C9 that Dunzo pulled
I saw
off on
that.
Eichenwald. I just
It's
rewound
kinda
to it
good.
because they needed to point it out because it was pretty funny. All right. Anyways,
God, wrap it up.
It's an absolutely insane show.
Wait, what? Hold on.
Who's
Oh,
on that
boy.
team, man? Nobody knows.
I don't know. I think the average combined age was 14 for the team, though. So.
Ooh.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Shit, I've heard about him. Hell yeah.
All right. We left off on voltage.
Yes.
Actually, it's about 16 because Kevin is 62 years old.
Oh,
Shut
that's true.
up.
That's true.
I don't know. Just like a hot take of the community, or
Sure. Why the hell not?
I don't know. There's a lot of potential teams that could be top OD. I feel like there just needs to be a lot of work done.
That is a very hot.
That's a very hot take.
Good
Okay,
job.
okay, to be fair,
I'm boosting someone's
Okay.
ego
You know
right
what?
now.
I'm done
that does
then.
not need
I'm
to be
done.
boosted.
This man didn't even say playoffs. He said top OD.
Listen, I mean top OD as in like playoffs, not top 4.
Yeah, okay. He doesn't know definitions. Never mind.
Okay,
He
zero.
doesn't even know what top OD is.
You're right. I don't. All right, my job is to click, and I barely do that.
Oh, we know.
Yeah, we've seen.
Voltage, what does OD stand for?
Open division or overdosing, depending who you are.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Oh
Okay.
boy. Oh
He's
boy.
freaking out.
He's really just on his own topic now.
We're just kind of we've gone down a tangent, which
This
means
is Voltage's world. We're just living in it.
Right.
going down a tangent is a great opportunity to get to our final segment of the night, and that is server kick trivia. My personal favorite because I get to abuse admin privileges.
Wow.
Yeah, I know, right?
That never happens in Tranquility.
No, I
Not
would.
once.
I would never do that.
Start taking screenshots of the
yes.
chat logs right now.
Yes, I'm a wholesome person. I'd never do such a horrible thing. So the way this works is I ask a trivia question related to something in Overwatch. They will answer, or they will buzz in by saying their name. So if Dunzo was bugging in, he would say Dunzo. If Kumo was buzzing in, she would say Kumo. If Velzen was buzzing in, he'd say 0. And then
That's
It's way too
Can I
obvious.
buzz
Way
out?
too obvious.
I know I let it out a little hard. I'm sorry. All right. No. So I will ask the question, and in this case, the questions will be related to Overwatch hero abilities, weapons, passives, and ultimates. The way so
Cheating.
it's
Congrats on winning.
basically your F1s, if you will. So anything you can see in the F1 menu.
GG.
Oh,
Yeah.
no mercies.
Bro, I'll play off the field, not the numbers. You know what I'm saying?
So I will say a weapon, ability, item, passive, something, and then you will say the hero associated with that. All right. We'll start it easy, and we'll end it on a more challenging note. So, all right, and here we go. So we will start with, like I said, we'll start with an easy one.
Dunzo.
Sure, go ahead, Dunzo.
Hey.
All right, here we go. Whip shot.
Voltage.
Kumo.
I think it was voltage specs. I think so.
Just say who it
That's
is.
Brigida.
That is Brigida. Who are we gonna be kicking from the server?
Fuck you, Kevin.
Don't do it.
Oh.
Too early.
It's unlucky. Any last words? Any last
Specs
words?
on the table for kick.
Get rid of the easiest
Fuck
competition.
Voltage. He's a bitch.
All right. Thank you so much. Anyway, she's gone now. So now we can get to the elite level competition here. All right. Next one. We'll go with this one here. Reconfigure.
Nerdables?
Go ahead.
Bastion?
We have a winner. Who are we kicking from the server, Nerdables?
Have to get revenge for my boy. Sorry, Voltage.
No.
Voltage. All right.
Alright.
Any last words, Voltage?
GG, go next, I guess.
All right. Thanks for coming, Voltage. And he's gone. All right. We are down to the final 3 here. We have Dunzo, Kumo, and Nerdables. Oh, and Omega Ruby is still technically there, but I'm just going to go ahead and do that right now. I just got to get by. Anyways, now we go to the final 3. And let's do boosters.
Kumo.
Kumo.
Diva.
That is correct. Who are we booting?
Dunzo.
Dunzo.
Yeah, okay.
Dunzo, I have one important question before you leave.
Didn't see that one coming.
One important question before you leave.
I swear to God, if it's about something to do with my pants.
No, it has nothing to do with your pants. It has nothing to do with your pants. Nothing to do with your pants.
Yeah, go ahead.
Have you had Chinese food since that night?
Yes, you son.
Bye, Max.
Goodbye.
And we are down to your final two, the support line, Kumo and Nerdables. Here's the final question of Server Kick Trivia. Try shot
Kumo.
for the win.
Echo?
That is correct. Kumo is your winner today.
Fuck yeah.
Any last words, Nerdables?
You coward.
Garbage can.
And Nerdables is gone. Congratulations, Kumo, the winner of Server Kick Trivia. Any final words before we wrap here?
Overwatch is a dead game. Move on.
Valorant is the future.
Valorant is the future. All right. Thank you so much, Kumo, and thank you all of Havoc for coming tonight. We appreciate you guys being a part of this. On Tuesday next week, we will be back, and we bring you another Harmony Tier team in the form of Boop. And Thursday, we'll be bringing you the Hall of Fame class of Season 4. So we look forward to both of those. But for Specs and Kumo, I'm Ski for Yeti, and we will see you guys next week.
Experience tranquility.